Hi, I'm Carol the coach, and I am here to tell you that we're going through some trying times. And how do you handle that? Well, you can handle it any way you want, but I choose not just to look at the positive, but to look at the way that I'm growing or getting stronger as a result. And I love it when I'm able to take a tough situation and make it my own. You know, personally, I am absolutely, positively, indubitably sick of being isolated. I mean, I've got my puppy here. I don't know if you can see him, but he's at my hip 24/7. And I love that. So I focus on that. I say, I told my husband when we first got married, I want to be attached at your hip. I want us to go everywhere together. I want us to do everything together. And he looked at me and he said, honey, the only reason you want to be attached to the hip is if I'm going your way. Well, I thought about that and he was absolutely right. I did kind of want a husband that would be a girlfriend, maybe sit on the couch with me and watch Oprah, or he'd go to the concerts I wanted to go to. Well, I quickly found out marriage is not like that. Maybe it is for some of you. And if it is, wow, there's some envy there. But truly, what it means is embracing what is and helping figure out what it is that you love about that person or what you love about the situation. I'll tell you something else I love. Can you see my beautiful drapes back there? They actually have lights sewn into them. They're super cheap and they come in all different colors. And I typically put them on if I need a boost. Well, I haven't had them off for 40 days because I need a boost. So I'm always looking for ways to boost my vibrational energy. And I know for people that are really struggling with money right now, that may be very, very difficult. For me, that means that I buy flowers every week. And I separate them so they're all over the house because it makes me feel happy and it shows me some beauty when we're seeing so many scary images of death and sickness and fear. Now, if you can't afford flowers, could you walk over to your next door or your next door neighbor and ask if you can just cut 3 daffodils from their multitude of flowers? My second coaching principle that I actually talked about on TV this week is go in for the big ask. So don't not ask. If you need a couple of blooms to make you feel better, do that. I read somewhere that if you have plants in your house, that it actually soaks up the negative energy and emits positive oxygen. Now that may sound woo-woo, but I believe that. And if I had a green thumb, I'd do that. But since I don't, I have a lot of fake plants in the office. It's not the same principle, but it reminds me that I don't have to take in negative energy. As a matter of fact, negative energy. Do you have somebody in your house that's negative? They're always looking at the worst possible scenario. They model scarcity instead of abundance. Well, if you do, then it's time for you to create a force field that protects you from that energy. You can love that person, but you don't have to go there. There is not one reason you have to go there. Now, come on, we all know somebody that's negative. So think about that person and think about what you might create to protect yourself from him or her. Maybe it's a plexiglass window that allows you to see out, allows them to see in, but keeps you away from all those negative barbs, that sarcasm, that negativity that makes you think that the sky is falling. Because the truth of the matter is, we are in scary times, but look at all of us. We are doing our absolute best to protect other people. by doing things we don't like to do, like isolating. So, if you're isolating and if you're upset about it, kind of like me, I want to tell you that what you can do is find something that you've been wanting to do and do that. Okay, now wait just a minute. You may be one of the lucky ones that are busier than ever, and you're actually jealous or at least envious of folks that don't have to do anything, that have the entire day to do it their way. They may even be getting paid for being off for 3.5 weeks. Well, I say you got to focus on what life affords you. If you're working, good for you. If you're off and making money, fantastic. If you're off and you're not making money, look for ways to be creative and ask people around you for help. There's nothing wrong with asking. As a matter of fact, we all need to do a little bit more of that. So find the right coping skills that fit your situation and practice the coaching principle of not only going in for the big ask, but the coaching principle that actually came from my grandmother, Lydia, 90 years ago. She's dead, but she said, let nothing disturb the harmony of your thoughts. And that is something you have control over. And if you don't think you do, then get yourself to a coach or a therapist that does telehealth. Did you know that right now they're waiving a lot of copays and deductibles so that you can get the help you need? They are. So don't cheat yourself. Call your insurance company and find out if they'll waive the deductible and the copay so you can get into the right person right now and turn your life around so that this COVID-19, these scary times, your boredom and isolation, your stress from your family, can all be dealt with in a manageable way, making you stronger and looking forward to the day when we can all play again and practice our positive life skills outside with other people. Hey, make it a great day. And as I say at the end of every podcast, every radio show, every television segment, there will only be one of you at all times. So fearlessly have the courage to be yourself. I'm Carol the Coach. That's Boo. And we bid you adieu until next time.